So you've got this is like the minimum of things that a person in the mountain rescue team needs. Do you want to just go through everything in front of us?
Yep, okay, so first off, we've got our helmet. Some people will put a head torch on. The main thing we've got to make sure is that it's serviceable and that it works and you have a spare battery. Because again, working with helicopters or working on steep slopes, we always wear our helmet. Next thing we go on to is waterproofs, making sure that we have a good set of waterproofs just in case the weather is inclement, and again making sure that our equipment is fit and serviceable for the job. We also carry, which is a must, is our High-Vis Vest. We all carry a High-Vis Vest due to the fact that dealing with ropes, the person that's in charge will wear a High-Vis Vest to indicate that he is in charge, or we use them for road traffic management. If we need to put our vehicles into a farmer's field and use that as a car park, we need to make sure that we are health and safety conscious. We also, in severe winters, we always carry an ice axe, especially if we're going up onto the moors, places like Pendle. Alright, there is that chance of slipping, and it is a tool that we do need. Because we also use ropes, we carry a set of rope gloves. Alright, these aren't used for anything else but using for ropes, so we don't burn our hands when we're dealing with ropes. Going on from there is footwear. We need a decent pair of boots. Alright, and we have two types of crampons. We have a full hill set of crampons, which would be used for something like going on top of Pendle. And due to the nature of our job, sometimes in the winter we help the ambulance service, and if the paths or the roads are quite slippery, we use these, which are called Cleats, that can go onto shoes, but they have smaller spikes and are a lot easier to put on and work very well on our paths and roads. We have inside here, I have full clothing from top to bottom, socks, base layer, a hat, tracksuit bottoms, and I also have a fleece. Again, this is my own personal kit for me. So if we're out for any longer than necessary and I get cold, at least I've got something to put on. Or if I get wet, then I can change. But also, if the casualty doesn't have any of their own kit, at least we've got something that we may be able to put onto the casualty. Apart from all of our clothing, we carry our own gloves and winter hat, but I also carry spare gloves and spare hats for any type of casualty that we have. We also have, making sure, because again we could be out for maximum of 24 hours, we have emergency rations and obviously fluids, obviously non-alcoholic. What I have here is we all carry our personal shelter, which is a three-man shelter, emergency shelter that we put ourselves in, as well as a casualty if our equipment from our vehicles hasn't arrived on scene at that stage. We all carry our own personal first aid kit. And again, we make sure that they are obviously all waterproofed so that there is no chance of it getting damp, so therefore rendering it useless. I also have some light sticks, so if we are doing stuff at night, that I can crack these and at least people can see different colours for different things. Obviously we have our survival bag. Before our kit arrives from the vehicle, at least we can get the casualty into something dry, and get them off the ground. If you don't have your head torch on your helmet, I always carry a spare with spare batteries, so that if we don't have to use our helmet, I can just use the head torch, obviously, for other things. Obviously, to get to the casualty, we need our 3 maps for our area, and we've got to make sure that they're in good condition, they're up to date, and they're waterproof. And we need a compass, because even though I have a GPS, it may not work for whatever reason. At least we can go back to the old tried and tested method, which is map and compass. And lastly is a whistle. Very cheap, very underused piece of equipment, but it is there for obviously attracting attention.
And all that has to fit into this one bag.
And yeah, we have our eye protection. Very snazzy. No expense spared. It certainly won't win any beauty contest, but however, it does its job. All right, and we do provide these for team members if they wish. And all of this needs to fit into at least a 40-litre heel bag.
Brilliant, thank you.